Live. We're live already. Yeah. Hello, my people. My name is Chinedu Anichi, your one and only celebrity CSO. And this is Chinedu Anichi TV, streaming live from United States of America. We are the voice of Africa in diaspora. Today, again, we have a very wonderful personality in our studio. This talk show with Chinedu Anichi is bringing in very relevant people in the society. And today, we are having in the studio Comrade Barh Okooh. He is the National Youth Chairman, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Enugu chapter, the Chairman, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Enugu chapter, Comrade and Honorable Barh Okooh is in the building. And today we'll be talking about the importance of skill acquisition among youths. And the mouthpiece of the youth people, every youth umbrella in the state is under this one. So is the father of other youth organizations. So if he is speaking, he's speaking on behalf of every other youth president and every other youth facets in the state. And today we'll have him. So may I have the privilege to invite Comrade Barh Okooh. Comrade, you're welcome.
You're welcome, my dearest brother, ally, Chinedu Anichi. I'm glad to be here.
Wow. Well done. So today you are here and our discussion is on skill acquisition and the importance of skill acquisition among youths. So, we have different skills and a lot of people are in the streets. So just like a campaign, there's a campaign I'm doing. Hey, Anthony Gregg said, build the youths. To God be the glory. Welcome our own leader. Yes, a lot of people are already talking about it. So, my brother, what will you say about skill acquisition among youths in Nigeria, especially in Enugu State, where you are in charge?
Well, I will say that when you talk of youth, you are like saying something before. You say build the youth, but you didn't complete it. There is build the youth and build the nation. Destroy the youth, you destroy the nation. So, youth having a skill is one of the best things the government of this country should try to achieve. One youth, one skill. There was a time United Nations launched one youth, one skill. But the thing just died like that. So youth having a career, when you say youth skills, it means youth having a career. Outside education, you have a skill. Some engage themselves in different areas of skills. Me, being a youth president doesn't deprive me the opportunity. I'm a good farmer. When you come to my own skill, I deal on rice. I cultivate. Even by God's grace, next month, I'm even switching to the area of harvesting cassava. One youth, many skills. I don't even believe that in one youth, one skill. One youth, many skills. So there is need for our youth to have a skill. When you have a skill, you feed yourself. And when you feed yourself, you can feed also the nation.
Wow, that's an excellent, but there is this attitude our people have, especially the youths, about skill acquisition. When they see mechanic in our place, they say mechanic equals I mandara. When they see vulcanizer, what do you call it? Plumbers, they say nah, I have a plumber. This person is a common plumber. So, what will you say to the young people growing now about our negative attitude to skill acquisition?
Why you should know that when people say mechanic Malanda, it's just a fallacy word. Why I said it's a fallacy word? You say a mechanic is a great skill. Take a look at how many graduates, how many mechanic engineering can boast of what they study in the school. They can only boast when they mellow themselves down and went to the same mechanic to learn. That's why. So learning a skill is something everybody, a crusader of the youth, anybody that wants the progress of any country should indulge in. Okay, watch now. Australia, many of them are looking for people that have skills. It's no longer about education, but education and skills. When you have a skill, people will now look at you as somebody who can be trusted. Because if you have a skill, you will not in the activities. Once you have a skill, that life is. That is why one youth, one skill should be practiced by everybody. One youth, many skills, not even one skills. So the word Bekari Geboro Malande Wondala, should I say, is an irony. Because being a mechanic is an irony. Being a mechanic can feed a lot of people. You can't just be a civil servant. Being a civil servant, how much is your salary? Let's just start from that. Being a civil servant is not a skill. How much is your salary? But somebody who has a skill can make your salary within a day.
Yeah, that is true, what you're saying. And you see, there is this understanding, like where we stay in US, if you have a skill, you are bigger than anybody. Like that kind of attitude they give people who do mechanic, who do mason, who do carpenter, who do all those things. They don't do it here. They are very important people in the society. In fact, they respect them and they earn fat. They earn a lot of things. So, and that it is lack of skill that is now making youths to go into one or two bad things in the society. So, the youths that have skill, when you have skill, you have job. You don't even need government to employ you. You don't need government to employ you. So the truth about skill acquisition is that is as important as anything for nation building, especially with the young people. So I am with you when it comes to one youth, many skills.
Okay.
Because if you say one skill, no, they do again, no.
At all. Okay.
You understand?
It's like when we say one youth, one skill. You
Yeah.
see how they use it. One youth, one skill. You will see many people. Currently, many people will be learning salon. All of them how to do hair, how to do hair. Well, as a lady, instead of you to learn how to salon, you can also go to tailor, learn how to sew clothes. A lot of areas. So when you use many skills, helps you to build yourself financially and otherwise.
Yeah, if I may ask, I know that you are somebody, you produce rice. I think when I was in Nigeria, you used to produce rice.
Yes.
Yeah, so you used to produce rice, and I know about it. So how did you come about that?
One thing in this life is your upbringing. I was born in a family of education. My late dad was a teacher, a retired civil servant. My mom also a teacher. So they mentored us in a way that you can survive anywhere with your skills. And also, me coming from Uboka and Nkana East local government, formerly we are known as the food basket of Enugu State. Uboka rice, every Uboka rice. So when I grow up, I even learned plumber. Learn plumbing. So at end, and I said, okay, let me venture into agriculture. Let me start practicing this one. And to God be the glory. I'm not doing bad in that area.
Yeah, let me just tickle you a bit. Today you are the chairman of National Youth Council of Nigeria, Enugu State. So and even if you see all these artists like Davido, okay, let's forget Davido. The father was rich, like Oshime. He will tell you I hawked pure water. If you ask this one, he say I did this one. If you ask Timaya, we say I said moi moi. Today, can you tell us a little story before your glory? How you started? Because some people might think that Barh Okooh just fell down from somewhere and became the chairman of National Youth Council. Can you share with us your little beginning?
Like I said before, I was born in education family. So most everything about us is education. And while growing up, they mentored us. They mentored us on leadership. So I have attended many leadership programs before even venturing in youth council. Formally, before I became the youth council president, it is never my wish before to even contest. You can testify. Formally, I like living private life. But my predecessor, the way I discuss with him, the way we man, I do tell him this is how to do this. Sometimes he brought idea and asked me, how do you say, what do we do about it? We rub mind together and come up with something tangible. So when he recommend me, and I have no other option than to accept it. It's a call to serve and nothing more. So he said, if you can be telling me this, telling me that, now it is now time for you. It is time for you to now bring your wealth of experience into this area of youth. You know, to govern youth is like, it is a big deal. To be in charge of youth is not an easy something. But thank God, sir, the Enugu youths I met before are not the Enugu youths I'm seeing now, because I can say that many of them are thinking the other way around. If you watch the crime rate in Enugu State reduce, the crime rate in Enugu State, many of our youth, if you doubt me, go and check. Majority of our youths now have a lot of things to do.
Yeah, you know that eventually, whenever there is job, there is a drastic reduction in crime because people get busy. It's I don't mind that is the devil's workshop.
If
So
you leave that one, I don't mind his devil workshop. It's based on how you mentor yourself. If you want to indulge in a crime, you win. If you want to be a good citizen, you have reason to be a good citizen. There is no excuse in crime.
okay, so what is the highest challenge you have experienced as a youth leader in Enugu? What are the things militating like giving you people challenge that every time you're working on bringing out strategies to overcome or to surmount that? Can you discuss that with us?
Okay, one thing, the challenge is I do face in the state sometimes. One is saboteurs. Eh?
What?
One is saboteurs.
Okay.
Two, it must be syndrome. Then, third is the external forces.
Can you
So this,
explain can you explain this kind of thing for us? You know, people will not understand you when you talk like this. Looks like when you say external forces like how? Because
individual.
if you say external forces, it will look like people who are saying demons are everywhere looking for them. So, what are the external forces? Give us examples of external forces, even if it's not example of your own personal experience, but the kind of thing experienced when you are in this kind of office, the external forces and how there are challenges to the administration in youth. Just let me know what you mean by that.
Okay, are you with me?
I'm with you.
Okay, let me just tell you, there was one adage I normally use. That adage said, may we never be in a situation why we cannot say the truth because our next meal is in someone's hand.
Wow, 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 wow. That's a punchline. So go ahead. I'm listening.
So when I say external forces, let me start from there. Okay, let me start from the beginning. I say the saboteurs. The saboteurs are the people who everything you want to do to progress for the benefit of you, they will be looking for every effort for you not to succeed. Because many people benefit when there is crisis. When there is no unity, a lot of people benefit from it. Even take a look like what is happening in the north. Many people are the beneficiaries. Once there is crisis, some people use through it and enter. Then when I say external forces, it's like one, they do say that we have freedom of speech. But based on the word of Jean-Jacques Rousseau, when he said, man are born free, but everywhere in chain. That is why I believe in some aspect.
Who did you say said that?
Jean-Jacques Rousseau, he said, men are born free, but everywhere in chain. That is the word he said is credikia. Men are born free, but everywhere in chain. In the elaborate aspect of it, he made us to understand that you have your freedom, but your freedom is curtailed once you are in a society. Okay, take a look. Like in our state now, there are some currently, I will say there are a lot of youth-oriented programs coming up in the states. You will like to do your own in a way that it will be accommodating a lot of people. Why some forces will be like, some will even tell the government of the day that you are fighting the government because you refuse to do their own bidding. You see it? So that is the external forces trying to use you to achieve their own end. Why, when you look at it, it is not youth-oriented program. Like in Enugu, why I'm happy today is that a lot of things change. Enugu can now boast of the first youth to be commissioner of youth in Enugu State of 28 years. So a lot of things. I do battle it with him, youth to youth, without external forces. I go to his office, we talk. He said, do this. I say, no, it will not be done. At the end also, we come to a conclusion. But see, without, if not of his age and the understanding we are having, you will see that he will like to manipulate whatever we are doing just to suit his own standard. But this currently doesn't happen like that. Sometimes I even plan a program. At the end, he will come to the program. Also, when I say external forces, also is the accessibility of funds. Formerly, in the national, every state always gives subvention to the youth council. But in every state, for years now, it wasn't the same, even though the current government has assured that he will look into it. And you see it? So you see everything you are doing, mostly based on your sweat and the people who have the interest of the youth at heart. Because to tell you the fact, the majority of the people, of our people doing well, Many of them want to invest in our youth. Yeah? But they need a soft landing for them to do it. If the government couldn't give them such landing, they will just run away or use the money for another thing. That's where I say external forces also metamorphosis to the problem youth encounter. I encounter in office. But for now, should I say, the pressure and everything has reduced. The current government is show all working. It's not matter of talking, it's talk, do. What can you do? In the situation whereby you will be with the government of the day, you will be talking with him. You not even spend more than 30 minutes with you if you don't have anything to present to the table. So this now force many youths to start thinking of what next to do.
Okay. National Youth Council of Nigeria, Enugu State Chapter. I remember historically that during the time of Zik, I think in about 1960 something, that you people have a building in Kenyatta. I remember there were time it was a crisis between the state government and it didn't start in your tenure. I think it started in somebody, your predecessor. So what eventually happened to that building and how did it end now?
Okay, formally the Youth Council as of 1976, 1982, 2009. The problem started 2009 because during Chimaloke's regime, Chimaloke wanted to take in there, it couldn't happen. 2009, Sullivan revoked without any due diligence. So after some talk to them and with the national, a lot of things started happening. He has to remove his hand from the property. And the note also, the
Please
youth
raise
council,
your voice. Be more audible so that I can hear you very better now.
then mostly the property there, what belongs to youth council is the land. My predecessor, one of the past chairman, I think during 98, 99, leased that place to some people to build and occupy and paying yearly rent. So what actually the youth council have there is the land and not the property. So fast forward to when I entered office, I was told that government gave them quick notice. So they refused to pay any rent, giving excuses. I approached the government, told the government that these people are in our property and we are no longer generating any revenue from the said property because of the order you people gave them. I pleaded with the government to temper justice with mercy on that said project. The government said okay. The government then now told me that I should tell the marketers that they signed MOU concerning that place. He now mentioned the like of Bishop Chukwuma as a witness of the MOU. So when I meet them, I meet one Emeka who is in charge of the plaza. He told me openly that actually they signed a memo with the government that they were going to leave the place. So I now asked them, then what happened? So that they by praying for government to give them time. I said okay. Later, I got an information that some people say that government has revoked the property. I said government cannot revoke property. They will write to us and give us the reason why they are taking over the property. Then fast forward in the edge of the election, so they are discussing with Ono then. Ken Ono, who is in charge of capital territory concerning the said property. So later, a quick notice was given to them in emergency when I'm in Abuja. So I have to call the state government then, send the message that they should stop any action till we return. I say, okay. Formal, I don't know what transpired again. The government went and they demolished the place, citing some reasons that even though during the period, I went to the market, called them meeting. I don't know they have saboteurs. That is when I say saboteurs within them. The work of those saboteurs is source, whatever I discuss with them in the meeting, they will table it to the state government. It will now look like I am fighting the state government. And when the government summoned me, I said, I'm not against them moving. What I'm after is the property, is our land. So unfortunately, I don't know, one of them they recorded each other. See what they are doing. If you are saying something against the government, they recorded each other to a level that one of them said that governor is Madam Ugwai, something like that. Calling government some bad name, which I'm not part of. Then citing reasons that soon the governor will go and another person will take over. That election is fast approaching, this and that. This, I think, plumbed the government to demolish the structure without even telling us. Now, on the said property, when they demolish it, I have to rush to the state. I don't know what to do. People have already started accusing me that they gave me 13 million naira. I think they gave me some money. But you and I know the tax of government we are then, and if the truth or not. So, my own, by then my dad is late now. So, what will I do? It's only I have to notify our elders and council and the people in Abuja. So when I notified them, they wrote to the state government, one or two, I think he gave them some reply. I later gathered all the past leaders to see the governor itself. He now told us to bring our lawyer so that our lawyer will read the Land Use Act. So the lawyer tells us that governor is the trustee of the land. So that is the process. He now say, okay. Later, the government said that he will not do anything in that particular place until he will be telling us whatever they are doing there. He now tell us that there are some people we give this, give that. Say, Your Excellency, we are not against giving any of our portion. That we even want to create a youth center where the disabled can come and be having some exercises. So at the end, didn't go well as we planned. The joy of it is that the property, I think, is still our property. One. Then number two is that with what's the property, Youth Council also, under my regime, has also secured 16 plot of land in Abo Gazini. This is the first time I'm saying
How many plots?
in the live video. 16 plot of land.
Okay.
So we are even looking for investors. They are searching for investors. There was one want to have Youth Council farm, and there's some industry that can come there, build that structure. We now have a MOU with them because we want to progress. That is it. And we are progressing. And I believe in the next 2 to 3 years to come, the Youth Council of before and Youth Council will meet, and the one we are going to left behind will never be the same.
Okay. Thank you for coming. We just want to discuss with you. So I want you to give general advice to the youths of Nigeria concerning skill acquisition and good behavior in the society.
Yeah, my advice to my fellow youth is this: everybody should get a skill. Politics is never a skill. Your business does not prevent, you're a businessman, doesn't prevent you from having a skill. You're a civil servant, doesn't prevent you from having a skill. Because even civil servants now, they are being trained in ICT. There are a lot of money in the media. There are a lot of money in the system. You can be working at home. You can secure a job at US and be in Nigeria working. It's just a matter of you being able to learn the strategy. I advise every youth. I use myself as an example. If I can make it, others can make it. What is the salary of my father? What is the salary of my mother? And they were able to train 6 graduates. So I advise everybody, every youth, to still have faith in this country. Youth of Nigeria, they should have faith in this country. That soon, the tomorrow we are talking about, our tomorrow starts now. Not even leaders of tomorrow. We are the leaders of today. Because that tomorrow might not come. Let them have that ideology that we are the leaders of today. Wherever they find themselves, let them think on how to make Nigeria better. When you acquire a skill, you have crossed some boundaries. When you have a skill, a lot of responsibilities will face you, and you begin to understand the need to have a skill. That is my advice to my fellow youth, and especially to Enugu. It is my wish that everybody acquires skill, because by God's grace, an international skills day, we are going to launch another skill acquisition training. Thereby, we will make sure it's not all about training. We make sure we equip all the people that we train in that event. That is my prayer, and I believe that it will surely come to pass.
Well, that's great. The government of the day, Enugu State government, what is your relationship with them, especially when it comes to the support for youth acquisition of skills?
Like the government we are into now is the government that believe in show working. They don't believe in I can, I will, I will. They believe in show working. I have a good relationship with him, and even the program I'm mapping out. I'm mapping out a program whereby I believe what I believe now is that you don't need to tell governor to God that way. Governor, the next program we are having, governor will come and say it with his mouth. His plan for the youth outside the campaign, because he re-emphasized every day what are we going to do for our youth? What are we going to do for our youth? He has a lot of programs, even though some of the programs are not known to some. And that is why we are trying to bridge the gap between the government and the youth. That's what we have been planning, and it's yielding a very good profit. The current commissioner for youth also is trying everything possible to make sure that every Enugu youth acquires a skill. So we have a good relationship with him.
Well, that's great. Okay, you have done marvelously, and there's this thing that bothers me about youths in Nigeria, especially in Igbo land. In Nigeria entirely, it's not only in Igbo land, but more importantly, we refer to Igbo land where you come from as a youth leader. This concept of Egombute, let's go and make it, let's go and carry it, as against Igba boy, like apprenticeship, training, acquiring training, having the patience to pass through training and mentorship. People are out in the streets to make it today, today, today. So, what is your government, your administration doing, either by sensitization or by orientation, or by which means are you reaching out to this young man so that you give them a proper orientation, so that their mindset towards speedy acquisition of material things will reduce, because people need to really get skills, get mentorship, get trained, so that they will become something better in future. So what is your government or your administration doing to sensitize these youths of that are subscribing to Okite, subscribing to Yahoo Yahoo, subscribing to all manner of things just to make it as young people?
Anyway, what I will say concerning that is there is no justification for crime. That is number one. So our effort is
Please raise your
to
voice, raise your
there
voice. We're not
is no
hearing you.
there is no excuse in crime. That is number one. Then number two, you mentioned about Barh. There are some things also. Somebody like me, I no longer advise people in Barh 6, 7 years, 8 years. The era has gone, because if you watch, majority of the people who need were people that we are frustrated because I had a boy 8 years, 9 years. If you use that era in the boy, get a skill. Within 6 years, when you have a skill, you can develop you to the highest level. It's just all about determination. If you determine to succeed, you succeed. There is no way whatever you are doing. There is no express to make money. That is the thing. You see Dangote, you see all these billionaires, it's never an express way. They pass through a lot of hurdles, but they determine to reach their destination. Take yourself as an example. Eh? You know what transpired in the last election. Assuming you don't plan yourself or you don't determine to succeed, don't you see that these people would have ruined your life somehow? Eh? But you always
So,
have your plan.
do you know if maybe Peter Mba would have appointed me as one of the commissioners?
It's not matter of appointing you. How much is commissioners earning? Let me tell you, most of Peter Mba's current commissioners, 80% of them are not there for money because they already made. Go and check their history. Many of them are not. How much is the salary of the commissioner? Talk about. Many of them just came to impact or to serve. They came to serve. And that is what I just believe. Many of them came to serve. If not, what is the salary? People who are living abroad, making money, doing that, coming to serve as a commissioner. What's the pay? When he knows that even in his office.
Your voice is low. Your voice. What's happening to your microphone?
Okay, I said, you know that like currently the people in serving as commissioner in Enugu, they're not there for the money. If they are there for the money, people will know. You see them rich people, they are wealthy. If you may check their wealth, you see that being a commissioner is like downgrading them. But I believe they just came in to serve and to contribute their quota for the development of Enugu State. That is what I believe in. So if they give you commissioner, you are more comfortable there where you are now than being a commissioner. You know, as a grassroots man, you being a commissioner, your salary will not even be okay for you because you have a lot of people who will be saying, "Okay, I need you." A lot of people you know that will be coming with their problem, because people have that idea of that being in government, you carry a lot of money. They have that notion. And once you are appointed in government, you carry a lot of money. So you use yourself as an example, and you see that it is never easy. Okay,
Yeah,
then I do.
but it's true that Igba boy. This when they say Igba boy apprenticeship. As the society evolves, different thing comes up, and a lot of things are refined. You know, this English of mentorship, you know, everybody is talking about mentorship, a mentor and a mentee. So that is just Igba boy. But it's no more that kind of Igba boy of Ibu Galon Nisi or a lot of other things, you know. So, but people need to be mentored. Even if they have a business, they need to be mentored in that business.
Yes, okay, let me come in there. The problem there is career choosing. That is most of the problem we encounter. Even as a student, we don't just go and they study medical engineering, medical science. Eh? When you know, imagine somebody who study anatomy doing Yahoo Yahoo. What is the essence? The reason is career choosing. When you are choosing your career and mentorship, everything you have to do, even Dangote get all of that has mentor.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand that aspect. But when you say boy, you know, you generalize it, boy. I now started talking about the disadvantage. Well, in terms of the other area of mentoring, even me as a human being, I have a mentor. There are sometimes things will be heavy for me. I will call the mentor, and he will give me solution to many of those things. So each and every one need a mentor. That is why, like governor will have SP, special advisor on this, special advisor on that, special advisor on this. So everyone need a mentor, including me. So people should not overlook that side. When you have a mentor, he will guide you. He or she will guide you. Like also having a role model you are looking up to. Like I have some who she's looking up to Ngozi Okojiwala. That's who she's looking up to. If you ask her who is your mentor, she will tell you that this is my mentor, but I'm looking up to be like so and so person. She'll be browsing about the person, following the step of the person. So I advise everybody need a mentor to succeed. You cannot do it alone. A businessman need a mentor. An academician need a mentor. A farmer also need a mentor. That is the joy of everything. All of us need a mentor to survive and succeed. With this, I think Nigeria will be better and more.
Okay, I think you have done justice to reasons why I called you for this interaction. So, what's the promise you are giving Enugu State youth in furtherance of your administration? Like, as you continue, what are you promising them on the side of I will not disappoint you people. I will continue to be a mouthpiece. I'll continue to represent you. Just like this kind of thing that is happening in Soka now, whereby Oriopa, a masquerade, beats a youth, a young person, beats the girl to coma, beats her inside. You have seen the have you seen the video that is going around everywhere?
Yes, I have seen the man humanity to man. Because what I saw there is just what we call homo homolumpus. So that homo homolumpus, that ungodly act shouldn't be seen in this century. Such acts should be abolished. As I'm watching, also I'm also making my own move because our legal advisor will soon come up with something. An injury to one is an injury to all.
Wow.
So such acts, first of all, who are the people behind the Oriopas? That is the question. We talk about culture and the tradition and people's way of life. But also the people's way of life should and the culture shouldn't be inhuman. Because the lady itself, she's not even a foreigner. How can you make a law that will be punishing your subject? Who are the people in charge? They are the people to be held responsible first. I'm not against culture, but we need to reform the system. We need that Orioba issue need to be reformed in a way whereby whenever they are celebrating it, the people and then so all of them will try to come back home. It will be another our Christmas. Culture is supposed to be our Christmas and not the other way around. This should be an event where every year people will try to come back home and do it. And not in a way whereby people will be afraid. See what the human treatment meted on that lady, not an ordinary lady, a nurse for that matter, who is on essential duty. With such thing now, if doctors or nurses in Nsukka decide to go on strike, do you know the lives of people they are endangering? Because an injury to one is an injury to all. Every living creature, well to do person from that place should speak up and say, enough is enough. They should say it loud and clear, enough is enough. So that people globally, people will know that the intelligent ones, they are not backing them. This is not the first time, this is not the second time, this is not the third time. And you know, when an abomination is committed for a long time, it becomes a culture. So such thing should be abolished. It's inhuman. It shouldn't be treated. Such act, the people in charge should be brought to book. Enough is enough. That's what I have to say there. If such thing happens to my sister, even this one, you will hear from us soon. Because how can? I don't know. How can? Let's be sincere to ourselves. Which culture which hunts his people? No, now it's no longer culture. You can't witch hunt your subject and call it a culture. You can't care and call it a culture. The law should take its stand. Because if a hot water does not pour on the toad, you will not know that there are two types of water, which is the hot water and the cold water. That's what I have to say there.
Okay, you gave me a very good courage, because this platform we have been doing our best to make sure that the people who do that brought to book, and that such barbaric culture should be reformed. So you told me that your legal advisor will come up with something. I wish that the youth of Enugu State will be able to speak up about that, because the people involved in the Oriopa, they are youths. They are youths. They are young people. And the University of Nigeria Nsukka is in Nsukka. Nsukka is no more just a locality for only Nsukka indigenes. People from all over the world, they are coming to Nsukka. And any culture that has no respect for constitutional values and constitution is no more a culture. So we are envisaging a speedy reaction from you people, just as you said in this platform. So let me recognize Adeze Anita Obieze Isamede. Your vice president, your vice chairman, right?
Yes, West. Yeah.
Your vice chairman is in the building, so he's watching what you're saying, and we thank God for that. Ada Adoji, Aekenei. So, my brother, these are the things I expected from you, and thank God you've said it, especially this issue in Osaka. Your position on it, I'm so happy about that, because it's people like you and platforms like you that will speak up and say, no, we are youths of Enugu, and this will not happen in our state. You understand? So I thank God. Adeze Anita Samede, do you want to join us? Do you want to join your chairman? Because we just have extra, we'll have 12 minutes. You want to join us, we can send you a link to say one or two things, depending on where you are. You can indicate. So, Mr. Chairman, I'm happy that you came up to this platform. I want to promise you that this platform is a youth platform. You know, I'm part of National Youth Council, and now I'm a stakeholder. I'm a stakeholder of national. You know what happened even during your election and everything. Thank God I was there live before I traveled. So, but what I'm saying is that anytime, any day, this platform is a voice for you people. If you have anything to speak out, if you have anything to say to the society, if you have anything to say to Nigeria, I want to tell you, you are free to come to this platform to say it. But before you go down, what will you say? From the little activities you have witnessed about Chinedu Anichi TV, what will you tell our fans about Chinedu Anichi TV, sir?
Mm, First of all, I will say when you mentioned Chedaniki, as a human being, formally, I was where you want to digress. Now, you are formally, I know you as Reverend Pastor Chedaniki, the man who says things how it is. But as a human being, we are meant to make some mistakes. But currently, the way you are handling this program, I say I give kudos to you. And I look forward to engaging you on maybe weekly or monthly basis. This is a channel. I would also like to share this channel so that a lot of young youth will join. That thing that is troubling them, let's be discussing it.
Yeah.
They can reach you online, send you message, see this. Let's be engaging. Engaging matters. Let's be engaging. With this, I think we will build a new state of our own. And we will build Nigeria of our own, where equity, justice, and fairness will prevail.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, my people will be drawing the curtain here today. We had in the house Comrade Barh Okoko, the National Youth Council of Nigeria chairman, Enugu State chapter. So we had also in the comment section, Adez Anita Obieze, the vice chairman, and with due respect, vice chairman, we recognize you. So the Youth Council of Nigeria Enugu State chapter, they have come up here today to advise us as young people to acquire skills. That skill very, very important. That whatever you are doing for a living, have a skill. He did not just stop at that. He said, even if you are getting a skill, get multiple skills. Say one, no, they do again. That the story before is one youth, one skill, but now he is coming with one youth, multiple skills. If you know how many skills you can have as a youth for survivor, get it. That is what the president, the chairman of National Youth Council of Nigeria has come to this station to say. And he also made mention of what happened in Osaka. That is, the video has gone viral where a young lady, a nurse, who was going, the masquerade beat her to coma, beat her, and they abandoned her until some other people rescued her. The video has gone viral. The Youth Council chairman just spoke now. They have consulted their lawyer. They want to take a step on that to make sure that such barbaric culture will not stand. So we thank you, the youth leader. We thank you, and we continue to thank you for being proactive and for being all inclusive in your administrative process. So thank you. As I promised you, you and your youths, you can always have access to this platform, and we'll continue to communicate, and we'll continue to interface, and continue to engage. Yeah, build the youth, build the nation. Thank you. God bless you. My people, my name is Chinedu Anichi, your one and only celebrity sales, and this is Chinedu Anichi TV, streaming live from United States of America. Remember, as we are talking now, we are live on Instagram at Chinedu Anichi. We are live on Facebook at Chinedu Anichi TV. We are live on YouTube at Chinedu Anichi TV. Live on TikTok at Chinedu Anichi TV. In any of these channels, you can watch us anytime we are online, especially 8 p.m. Nigerian time and 2 p.m. Central American time. 3 p.m. Eastern American time. God bless you. Remember, humanity is at the center of what we preach. We rise by lifting others.
Yes,
We
so
are the African voice in diaspora. Chinedu Anichi TV is a global movement. Join us on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, and you have nothing to miss. People have been talking our talk. People have been saying our stories. And there's no way your story can be complete if it's told by an outsider. This platform has given us opportunity to talk our own story. Come and talk your own talk in this talk show. God bless you. You know I love you. Bye.